Alright, hi everybody. Finally, after a month, yes, a month and 15 days, they finally came out with a Akame ga Kiru chapter. Least to say, I'm fucking ecstatic. Alright, this one was called Kill the Demons. Now, these chapters are pretty fucking long, so I really can't go too much deep as far as the summary is concerned. But pretty much what happened is we left off from what happened last month, I should say, January, when Chelsea. A lot of people were giving me PMs and they were saying, "Oh, this is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is stupid." I'm kind of on them. I'm kind of saying I agree with them partially. Yeah, it was a death that, did not make any sense to some people because it felt like, why did they kill her off so easily? Like, was she supposed to? I mean, Kamigaki was very quick with deaths. They raised flags all over the place, but this one was really surprising. Now, but you got to remember something. Boars, he died too. He died too. So yeah, you got to remember that. It's not just that he died too. So there was, and I'm looking, and even recent in this chapter, we see Waves, and he's delusional. He's like, oh damn. He was really depressed because Boris is dead. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna tell his wife and child? That was the whole bit. He was really, what's the word I'm thinking? He was really beside himself. It was a really intense moment. But in this chapter, what happened was we see the Jaguars. They are in a new city. They're in let me see if I find the name of the city. Forgot the name. Kyoroche. I can't even say that. Kyoroche. And what is happening in this chapter pretty much is they're all there, Waves, KUROME, General Adise, and all the others, that stupid bitch girl, and everyone else. And they're there to supposedly protect the person who's there, who's in charge there, which is, I'm trying to think who was there. Is the one who's in charge of that land, which is I forgot his name. He's the the head person at this country, and he basically has these 4 demons with him called the 4 Kogin Temple Rakusha demons, and they're going to help and defeating in Night Raid, because they're gonna make an appearance supposedly. And the name of these demons are Suzuka, Sten, Suzuka, Sten, Mez, and what's the other guy's name? Oh, Ibara. And these no fucking around. These demons are holy shit. They're no fucking around. They're real like cutthroats. No joking around. And they're gonna help Jaguars against Night Raid. And pretty much what happened in this chapter, besides that situation, was with, like I said, Wave. Wave was really distraught because of several things. Number one, what happened to Boars? What happened to him? Him dying. That totally just... And KUROME. Because KUROME was hurt. She was really badly hurt during that fight. And there was a disgusting part where they bring in General D says she's got Chelsea's severed arm. Severed arm. She was examining it. I'm like, trying to identify who it belonged, with the assassin and stuff. But she couldn't identify it. This show's hardcore, man. Come on. This show's fucking hardcore. Anyway, and that's basically what happened there. And the rest of the chapter was that thing with Wave and KUROME. And then we had Tatsumi. Now, I mean, we saw what Tatsumi went through last chapter. I mean, and it's like it never happened. He's with what's her face? Let me go get the fucking wiki. This is what happens when you do monthly series reviews. You lose the track of people's names. There you go. He's with what's her face? What's her face? Where the fuck her name is? Not here. Oh, that's right. Maine. Men. He's with Maine, and they're basically going through the city and so on and so forth. And pretty much he's like, she realizes that he's moved on pretty much. And he's moved on from what has happened to Chelsea, and he's ready to move on as a person and so on and so forth. And the other thing that happened in this chapter, obviously, was that. And I'm just looking at the page where they have Chelsea's off severed arm, and I'm like, Jesus. It's like oh God, you see the blood and the meat. I'm like, oh God damn. This show takes no prisoners, people. So anyway, severed arm to her and stuff. And then also there was the thing about the general, Adise. She says to herself about the whole thing with Najinda, the one who operates the night raids. And she's a former subordinate of General Adise, so she's like saying to herself that I will not fall for the same trick twice. We will trample them for sure in Kuroche. So that's the whole bit on it. And apparently the other thing is, like I said, with Tatsumi, and he's walking through the town. Oh, there was also a thing with KUROME collapsing and stuff, but yeah, that was that. And she was begging Wave to not tell anyone about it, and that she's all fine and she can do it herself, and she doesn't need to worry about that. And he's like saying, "Oh, I'm gonna fight for her." Now, Nostradamus told me he believes Wave's gonna die. Wave's the next one to go, a part of the Jaguars. Who knows? We'll have to wait and see on that. But overall, that's what happened. And when they were going through the town, like I said, Tatsumi, he is just... And he's like saying, let's be casual about it as we're working through the town. And Maine's looking at him. He says, even though he was that sad after Chelsea died, he's calmly moving through the next mission. He's grown. So, and basically that's stating that he's developed. He's gone through the pain of losing Chelsea, and he's ready to move on. Tatsumi's a very interesting character, and this is a shonen, although people would not think it would. And I don't know where I put Tatsumi. I don't know where I put him. Do I put him in the category of somebody like Gon? Put him with the other shonen characters? Because you can't put him in the other shonen characters. You just can't. He's not an Ichigo. He's not a Naruto. He's not a Luffy. At least from what I see. From what I'm seeing from him. I mean, he was sad and he moves on. I mean, I would consider that to be a Luffy, but who knows? So, that's what happened there. And the last part of this chapter, all that really happened was the thing with, Raba. The other guy who's in Night Raid. And he's walking through the town and conveying, searching, just walking through, surveying. He's surveying the area. And then we noticed that Sten and the other one, no, Sten and Mez are watching him, waiting to attack him. And then the other thing that happened also was with Akame. And apparently she's in this graveyard with these guys. It was a funny scene with Akame. And she's like eating her meat. And I'm like, I like Akame. She's pretty funny. I like her as a character. And that's when she realizes they're ready to be attacked. And she grabs two guys up with them. Says, watch out. And it's, she realizes it's feathers. And it's the other one, part of, the Jaguars, Teigu Masteme. That's the one who can fly, the doctor, who's part of the Jaguars. Yeah, she finds Akame and is ready to fight her. So already we got one fight that's going down as is at the end of this chapter, and another one that is about to happen with Raba against these two demons. Because that's what the whole point was, kill the demons. Now, as far as rating is concerned for this chapter, we'll see how this goes. I don't know what rating I'm going to give for this chapter. It's pretty much up in the air. I'm probably going to give this... This was just pretty much just setting up for what's coming up later on. So, I'm thinking about giving this... I'm not going to really give it a 4. I'm going to give this a 3.5. Because not a lot of shit didn't happen. A lot of shit didn't really happen in this chapter. We're just setting things up and stuff that happened last time. So, but next chapter that comes out, hopefully it comes out next month, because if it doesn't, I'm going to have problems. We'll see how it goes. I mean, because more or less this chapter, where I felt about it was Tatsumi moving on. That's what the big points were. Tatsumi moving on, Wave with his, feelings about, that Boars died, and now he has to continue on, fight for KUROME because she's hurt, that sort of thing. And the only other thing was also with the General Adise, that she has to be smart. So there was a lot of carryover from the last month's chapter, January. So that's really what this chapter was about. But also it was about fights coming on. Akame going against her, and now we got Raba, who might be attacked by these demons. And the demons they're going up against, I'm going to show you'll see the thumbnail of this, of the two demons, to what they look like. The one on the left looks like a fucking beast. No fucking around. Like, holy shit. This guy's Sten and Mez. So, yeah. Look forward to that. But overall, 3.5 out of 5. We'll see how this goes with the Akame ga Kiru. I'm waiting for when it happens. It's going to happen. General D says she's going to find out that Tatsumi is part of Night Raid. And you gotta wonder what she's gonna do. You gotta wonder. You gotta wonder. Because I think she won't attack him. I actually have a theory on this. I think she'll attack Narajinda, her former subordinate, instead. And say that, attack her because she was the one who got Tatsumi to join Night Raid. But we'll have to see. Also, stay tuned. Podcast coming up. Me, Nostradamus, Shot Red. I don't know who else. I can't bring in Dan Master. I would like to bring him in. The problem is... I don't know if he caught up to Akame ga Kiru. So, big spoiler. So I don't know if I can bring him in. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys. It's been Bankai 922. Good chapter. Been a long while since we waited for that chapter. I was like, come on. April. Just bring out a chapter for April, and I will be happy. Just April. Come out with a chapter, and I will be happy. At the end of the month, if you can bring out a chapter, I'll be happy. So that's all I got to say about that. It's been Bankai 922. I'll see you guys later. Who else is going to die in this series? Wait and see. Wait and see. See.